I've encountered a number of clients who have gone through the pros and cons, they've weighed up the risks of pursuing their dream, and they've made the decision, usually some time ago, sod it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, I'm going to pursue the dream. So that decision's been made, okay? Pros and cons have been weighed up, risk elements, everything, all factors have been considered. Their ability to achieve it has been considered, and they've decided, I'm going to go for it, I'm going to do it. But they're still holding back. And I get it, I totally get it. I know the reason why. The reason is the same as for most of the other issues we have with our mindset. It's fear. It's fear of failure, it's fear of your strengths not being good enough. Thing is, this is a natural thing to kick in. You go for your dream, the stakes are high because you don't want to lose out on what you're going for. The problem is, it's uncertain. And the human mind being the way it is, means that you will automatically start to look for some kind of certainty. So what you've done is, you've looked at how other people have achieved this goal. Because they ended up with a certain result, they ended up with success, you feel as though you have to kind of mold yourself to follow suit, to do things in the same way that they're doing them. Problem is, all of a sudden, you're playing to their strategy, not yours. You're playing to their strengths, not yours. It feels safer, and it feels safer for two reasons. First of all, because you've seen somebody else succeed with that particular strategy. There's almost a bit of a guarantee, you can see that it works, it's proven, tried and tested. The second reason is, you're holding something back. There's a weird reassurance about that, because when you think about it, if you're, I don't know, crossing a wobbly bridge or something, you tread carefully. If you're walking out over some ice, don't do that, but if you ever had to, you tread tentatively, you tread carefully. We're wired to approach uncertain things with caution. Caution means you keep your foot on the brake a little bit. Just don't go too fast, just take it easy, take it slow. And for some reason, if you're holding something back, you feel as though you're a little bit more protected from the risks. The risks of failure, the risks of it going wrong, whatever. Of course, the problem is, when you were weighing up the pros and cons and deciding whether or not you were going to pursue this particular goal, when you factored in your personal ability, you didn't consider going in at 80%. When you decided to pursue this particular goal, you considered your full capability, your full potential. So if you're holding something in reserve and you're only giving it 80%, then if we're going to slap numbers on it, you're 20% less likely to achieve your goal. And the more you hold back, the more your chances start to diminish. When you think about it, it's like signing up for the 100-meter sprint and going, yes, I'm pretty quick, I can do that. And then when they say take your marks, get set, go, you decide, I'm just going to jog because I might pull a hamstring. Don't want to take too many risks. You wouldn't do it. The problem that you end up with is you're no longer playing to win, you're playing to survive. You don't want the worst case scenario to happen, so you start focusing on some middle ground. You start focusing on something that seems more achievable, and you lower your goal. The problem is, the minute you do that, you lower your motivation, you lower your enthusiasm, and you lower your sense of belief in your ability to achieve the dream that you set out to achieve in the first place. Why bother? Just go for something easier if that's what you're going to do. No shame in that if you want to do it. But if you've already made the decision to pursue the goal, the dream, then pursue it. Pursue it with everything you've got. Believe me, no amount of holding back is going to make it any safer. There is only one thing that you are likely to regret almost as much as not going for it at all, and that's going for it half-assed. If you're going to play the game and play it to win. If you aim at survival, or getting by, or just not looking stupid, that's where you'll land. Guaranteed, because everything is capped. Your motivation is capped, your enthusiasm, your ability is capped because you're holding so much back in reserve. Give it everything you've got. And to coin the old phrase, you aim for the moon, you fall amongst the stars. Believe me, your result will be better if you go hell for leather into it than it will ever be if you hold back. If you're going to play, don't play to survive, play to win.